Hi guys, welcome to CJC Designs. This is a video on how to prep your Xbox controller. We'll be using some simple stuff. We'll show you how to take it apart. I took the screws out beforehand. You know what I mean? It'll be the Torx 10 screwdriver you do need. Don't forget to take the battery cover off. There's one inside there as well. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull it apart and put it into the spare plastic box you should have, so you don't lose anything. I'm just going to pull it apart now, and anything what does fall out, you can just put it in that plastic box, keep it safe, and the circuit board as well. What I like to add is I'm going to be using 600 wet and dry sandpaper with just a normal simple bottle of water with some washing up liquid in it, which I'll show you in a minute after I've pulled all this apart. I'm not quite sure what paint job we're going to do yet, but I'm going to show you later on where to mask your controller off, and the primer I'm going to use as well. As you see, it is a bit tricky to pull everything out. The circuit board should just lift out with the rockers at the back. That's the bottom part. I don't know why I was fiddling so much there, it just lifted out and I felt so stupid afterwards. There you go, that's everything, that's the circuit board out, it just lifts out. Don't forget to take the rumble pack out. Put them in your box as well, along with your circuit board. Don't forget if you got any buttons left over or anything like that, please put them in your plastic box so you don't lose them. And the D-pad, which I'm going to show you in a minute, will have two small screws you need to take out, and that's why I've gone and getting me small screwdriver. One thing I like to add as well, if you're not a member of the UK Airbrush forum or the custom paint group, I will put them links on the description of this video. Some great people there give a lot of advice, good artwork. So if you're wanting to join, please go on Facebook and follow. I'm going to be showing more videos after Christmas. I've not been on for a while because of well, I've not no money to do any projects with you, so I'll be coming back after Christmas, showing you a lot more. That's if you want to show you anything. I'm going to be doing a review on Inspired Paints soon, so please check that out. So see if well, I'm sorry if I couldn't show you properly, but if if you look at the back, you'll have two small Phillips screws. So if you got a jeweler's screwdriver, either Phillips head or just a small flathead will do. Just pop them out. They do take a bit of persuading. And there's two clips as well in it. What you've got to do is get one screwdriver in and put a little bit of force in it, and get your other screwdriver and just try to clip off it. It'll just pop off. As you see, it's a bit of a fiddly job to do this. So you just get your screwdriver. Just insert it in there, inside, put a bit of force in it, You just force the clip out, and it should just pop off. But don't worry if it doesn't. Just keep trying. There you go. That's that popped off. Now what you should be left with is the bare shell of your controller. Now I'm going to use a 600 wet and dry for this, which I'll get in a minute. The reason for 600 for why I use 600 sandpaper is it gives it a good key for your primer. And it takes the shine off really quickly. Now what I'll just use there is just a standard normal bottle of water with some washing up liquid in it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just knocking off the shine, because on these Xbox controllers, if you look, they do have a protective coating on them. So I'm just sanding that back until you get like a matte finish and get all the dirt and grease off. Now all this stuff I'm using, I work to a budget anyway, so I'm really a tight ass with my money. So just don't forget to get all the dirt and grime off. Now for paint job wise, I was thinking of doing a realistic flame kind of thing. So just wiping the excess off, so you don't leave it to dry or anything. So if you go to prime it afterwards, it won't stick. It will just peel off. It'll look horrible. Bloody cold. Yeah, so projects in the future I'll be showing you is a helmet, a motorbike helmet, sorry, and 2 Harley Davidson style helmets, and I've got a guitar at the side if you could just see it, just in the top corner of the screen. So don't forget to also do your battery cover. I mean, the one thing to remember is to get a really good paint job is it's your prep work at the beginning. If you do your prep work correctly, then you shouldn't have no problems at all. But don't rush these things. Just take your time. So there again, just wiping the excess off. Alright guys, sorry about the fan in the background. It's a bit cold in the shed. I'm back now. Here we have all our sanded down pieces. Now we're going to mask them off, getting ready for paint. All I'm using is some 1-inch masking tape. I'm going to mask off the bottom of the battery box and the battery box battery inserts, because if you get paint in them, well, your battery's not going to work otherwise. Yeah, so always mask off the parts you don't want any paint to go on. As you see, you can pick some 1-inch masking tape up for £3 from any car shop or Halfords in the UK, as we have. There's plenty of videos on how to do this, but this is how I do it, and I've not had a problem doing this. So I've got no repercussions. So if you like what I'm doing, don't forget, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you more after the Christmas period. So once you got the battery cover done, don't forget the bit where you push in to release the battery cover. Just what you do is just put a bit of masking tape around it, and just use a Stanley knife, which I'll use in a minute, to cut round the release button. Let's see if you see that I'm covering the release button right now, and I'm going to get my Stanley knife blade in a minute, making sure everything's pressed down properly. Get my Stanley knife blade and just cutting around that release button, because I don't want any paint getting on that, because when you lacquer it and when it does dry, sometimes if your lacquer is still a bit soft, you'll end up with fingerprint on it, which is not really nice to look at. So I'm just cutting around it. Just be really careful, because obviously your blade will be sharp. I'm just pressing everything down, getting everything right. On that side, and I'm going to start at the back of the controller in a minute. Just covering the battery inserts as we speak. See it like that, all the way around. So put that aside. Then I'm going to start the back of the controller. And I'm going to mask the bottom part, pardon me, and the sides, and back in the back of the controller as well. Just remember, if you don't want any paint on anything you don't want, just mask it up. My next video, I will be showing you the primer I use, and the way to go about priming your controller and base coating it. My paint system is Inspire airbrush paints. I get them from McNeil at Custom Paint Studio, which I will put a link in the description for. I used to use water based, but I found them really finicky. I never really agreed with them. I mean, my Inspire paints dry instantly. They say you don't have to you don't have to obey by any dry off time, flash off time, but I find that ridiculous. I'll show you that in the next video. This is going to be a 4 stage video. This will be the first one of your prep. Then the second one will be the priming and the basing. Then the third one will be the artwork, which I think I'll be going with realistic flames. So I'll give you a little bit of a tutorial. Then the last step will be your lacquering, or clear cutting, as everyone else calls it. So just finishing off now, just masking what I don't want to be painted. Like I said, there's plenty of people who does this. I think Tony D, Airbrush Tricks, does a video on this as well. Yeah, I'm sorry about the fan in the background. it is really cold where I am. I live in a place called Wigan. Very bloody cold. Right, so just a recap on everything. We've took apart the controller, sanded it down. Now we've masked it off. To the best you can. Then next I'll prime the I'll prime the controller and base coat it black, as you see there. I've masked it up now. Mask that up, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll show you more. I'll show you more next.